Hey everyone, how you doing? My name is Ryan or Mandrproductions, and welcome to the Top 10 LEGO Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace sets. Episode 1 was released right when LEGO got the license for Star Wars in 1999, so it's pretty cool to see some Episode 1 sets nowadays that are remakes of some of the early sets that are just major upgrades, and the early sets are quite pitiful, to be honest. But these newer sets that are going to be on this Top 10 list are amazing, so stay tuned to figure out what's on the Top 10 list. If you guys do enjoy this video, please drop a like on it. It would be greatly appreciated. My goal for this video is 200. And if you have anything to say about my list in particular, if you guys would have put some sets on there that I didn't, or if you would have changed the order up a little, let me know down in the comments. I'll be reading through them. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started at number 10. The 75091 Flashspeeder from 2015 is going to be the 10th best Star Wars Episode 1 set for me. It was an awesome redesign of the original Flashspeeder. It had a lot more features and was much larger and better looking. It had some great minifigures. It had two battle droids, Captain Tarpals, a Naboo security guard, and a Naboo security officer. Overall, it's just an awesome design and a really cool upgraded set. Again, just a massive upgrade from the original version. Great minifigure selection. I love that they included two Naboo guards and officers, like one of each, and as well as Captain Tarpals, so it was very, very cool to get such a great minifigure selection. Then two battle droids, which was nice. A lot of the times they'll give you just one bad guy really to play with, but it's nice that they had two. The only thing really missing is they could have had a little something for the battle droids, like a stap speeder, since they had staps on the original Episode 1 movie. They could have had a stap speeder. It would have been a good time to get a brand new design of the stap, but unfortunately we didn't get one. At number 9, I have the 75169 Duel on Naboo from 2017. This set is amazing. I actually just picked it up at my Toys R Us, and I love the minifigures. Darth Maul, Qui-Gon Jinn, and Obi-Wan Kenobi, the young version, are all amazing minifigures with great prints, double-sided faces, except for Darth Maul, of course, because there's nothing to cover the backside. But just amazing minifigure selection, and the set itself has some cool features as well. You can open up the little ray shield, and the coolest feature of the set, I think, is that you can have Obi-Wan go down into the pit, and then he can jump back out by pushing down on this little lever that will trigger a thing to push him and throw him up into the air and back onto the platform. Now, it doesn't work all the time, but it's still a really cool playable feature, especially kids will love it. The set looks alright, the design isn't the best, but for a set that's 15 years overdue, I'm glad we finally got one, and it's at number 9 on the list. And at number 8, we have the 10018 Darth Maul. This is like a head of Darth Maul. It's a UCS set, kind of. It doesn't have a plaque, though. It was released in 2001 for $150. It's a really awesome headpiece. I just love the idea behind this set, and we haven't seen anything like it since, other than the Yoda that was released around the same time. So it's kind of a unique set in that way. It's worth about $400 to $800. It's really expensive now, but it's still really, really cool, and I just love the design of it. It's just a cool thing if you have in your collection that you can just say that you have. It's not something you can even play with. It doesn't do anything. It's just kind of there. It's a Darth Maul bust, which is awesome. So if you want one of these, you're going to be paying out you're going to be destroying your wallet, but it's still a really cool display piece, and it's at number 8 for that reason. And at number 7, we have the 2007 Naboo N1 Starfighter and Vulture Droid. Its set number was 7660, and this is a really awesome set. It was a kind of a 2-in-1 set that included a Vulture Droid and a Naboo Starfighter, and this was a brand new Naboo Starfighter design at the time. It was an upgrade from the early 2000s version, which looked atrocious, and every design of the Naboo Starfighter since has been very similar to this. So this one, I think, is one of the best ones, or at least it was the best leap in designs. And then behind it, you also have a Vulture Droid, which was the second Vulture Droid that we got in the brown color, and it's the only one we've had since in the brown color, so it's the best brown color Vulture Droid design. And this thing was only $30. You got both sets for only $30. An amazing value, really, to me. It had 3 minifigures: young Anakin, a R2-D2, and I believe a Naboo fighter pilot. So pretty cool minifigure selection. Just an overall great set. I really loved this set. I kind of want to get it again because I sold it on eBay. Or no, I didn't sell it. It's broken down in my collection of parts, so I have to rebuild it. But with that being said, let's go ahead and move on to number 6. And at number 6, we have another awesome set from 2011. It was only $70. Well, it's kind of expensive for 465 pieces, but it was $70. And it is the Gungan sub. It had Jar Jar Binks, Queen Amidala, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Qui-Gon Jinn. So the really cool standout figure here is Queen Amidala. This is the only set that Queen Amidala has ever come in, especially in this form. This is a really cool Queen Amidala minifigure. And, of course, the regular Jar Jar Binks. This is the only set that this particular Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon Jinn came in, too. They had special face prints on them with their underwater breathing apparatuses. So very, very cool minifigure selection in this set. Very exclusive. It was an awesome upgrade from the original version of the Gungan sub, because the original version was kind of lacking a lot in the rounded design department. It was very bulky and blocky, like kind of the old Lego design look, and this one just was a major upgrade to it. It looks awesome. Has a lot of cool little features to it. It just has an amazing look. The minifigure selection is absolutely perfect to me. I love the inclusion of Queen Amidala, and the other 3 minifigures, of course, do go with the set perfectly. I just wish the price was a little lower, but still, nonetheless, it's easily the best of the 2 Gungan subs we've ever received from LEGO, and it's a really awesome set if you're a fan of Episode 1. Definitely worth picking up online. And at number 5, we have the 7929, The Battle of Naboo. This thing came out in 2011 for only $25. Had 8 regular battle droids, had Jar Jar Binks, 2 pilot battle droids, and a Gungan soldier. So very awesome. All of these Jar Jar Binks and Gungan soldier were brand new at the time for this set in particular, which was even better for only $25. And the design of the set is really awesome. I love the droid carrier. I think it's a good design. I think it was also customizable, so you can see where those guns go for the battle droids. You could also just completely remove those, and you could have up to 16 battle droids on the rack there, which is pretty awesome. So it was really a good way to get your battle droids into battle if you're making a mock or if you're just playing around, Just a really cool set all in all. I love the box art on it. That's kind of something that is kind of cool if you look at it. Other than that, the set didn't really have any features. There were no flick-fire missiles, no spring-loaded missiles, nothing really other than that you could detach the droid carrying apparatus part, and that you had the Gungan soldier and Jar Jar Binks as some cool minifigures to oppose it. But other than that, there was nothing really too special. Now, something that could have been done with this set that would have made it better is kind of make it into a combo set for more expensive, like a $40 or $50 set, and they could have had the Gungan like horses. I can't remember their names at this moment, but they could have had those things in there from the Gungan Patrol set from the early 2000s. Would have been a good combo set for like $40 or $50. But that's just my idea. Let's go ahead and move on to number 4. And at number 4, we have the 7962 Anakin and Sebulba's Pod Racers. This is a really awesome set released in the summer of 2011, and I just love the upgraded versions of these set. It just looks amazing. Anakin and Sebulba's Pod Racers, they're just amazing designs. I think for $90, a lot of people initially thought this set was overpriced, but I think looking back on it, it was pretty fairly priced for 810 pieces and a lot of cool minifigures, being Obi-Wan Kenobi, Wald, Anakin Skywalker, Sebulba with movable arms. This was a new design at the time, or a relatively new design. It had only been in one set before, which was the Planet set. And then a brand new Watto, of course. This is the only set he ever came in. So very cool. A lot of exclusive minifigures in this set. Hard to find, hard to get other than this set. The only one that wasn't exclusive was Sebulba, and he only came in a Planet set other than this one. So very, very good minifigure selection in here. I think Anakin's Pod Racer is amazing. I think Sebulba's Pod Racer is amazing. I think they both have amazing upgraded designs. They just look great. So let's go ahead and move on to number 3. I still remember when this set image got leaked way back in 2007 before its release, and I was just so amazed at it. I just couldn't wait to get my hands on it. And it was some weird Netherlands toy shop. It was like toys.nl, something like that. I can't remember exactly. It was so long ago, but I just remember just being on this website that wasn't in English, but it had this picture of this set, and I was just like, oh my god, I need to get that. It was only $90. It's the 7665 Republic Cruiser. $90. Had 919 pieces. Again, I'll reiterate that, $90. What an amazing steal. And had 5 minifigures, those being a Republic captain, a Republic pilot, Qui-Gon Jinn, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and R2, R7. All of the minifigures are exclusive to the set. They have never been in any set since, at least in the same exact prints. They have not been in any other set. So a very awesome exclusive minifigure set. Of course, it had an awesome design that worked well. The coloring is amazing. It works, it looks just like the one from the opening scene in episode 1. I just love it. It's the only Republic frigate in this color ever. The other Republic frigate was based off the Clone Wars, so this is the only one from episode 1. And it's just an amazing set. It had one of the early versions of carrying handles. You guys can see the carrying handle on the top there. And I didn't even really know that was a carrying handle for a few years until they became more common. And then I was like, oh, you can use that to hold the set up. It's pretty cool. Because sets didn't used to have carrying handles like they do today. Like all the gunships have them now. Like ATTEs, ATOT, everything has a carrying handle. But this was one of the first sets. It was very nicely integrated. I never would have known that you were supposed to hold it like that because, it just wasn't a common thing. But really awesome design, lots of features. The escape pod worked perfectly. Good interior, good pilot area. Just amazing set, 10 out of 10. Really love this one. Great to have in my collection. And at number 2, we have the 10026 Special Edition Naboo Starfighter. This is an amazing chromed set. It was UCS from 2002, 187 pieces, $40, and you'll say, that's more than 20 cents per piece, but a lot of them were chromed, and that's kind of expensive to do, so a very cool set. Has a lot of cool things about it. I love all the chrome parts. There's the printed windshield piece that is just awesome, or the 2 pieces. And then it just only includes an R2 head. There's not the actual full R2 minifigure, which is kind of sad. And then, of course, it has the UCS plaque as well, since it's like an actual UCS set, which is kind of cool. I think it's the smallest UCS set ever, so that's kind of unique about it. Nowadays, it's worth a lot of money, like $150 plus if it's used, and then like $400 new. So this thing is expensive. I actually bricklinked mine for about $100 a couple years back, so I got it relatively cheaply, but now it's going to be even more expensive. The parts aren't that cheap, so yeah, it's a very expensive but very, very cool set to have on display. I just love the chrome look to it. It looks amazing. Unfortunately, again, no minifigures, but still, it's the number 2 set from episode 1 to me. I don't know what you guys think about that being such an odd set out in the whole list, but I think it's just amazing. And at number 1, the best episode 1 set ever to me, hands down, is going to be the 7662 Trade Federation MTT. I remember when this set came out. Of course I do. This set was I just still remember getting it off the shelf and buying it. Like, it was just the best set ever to me. The 7662 Trade Federation MTT, it had 1,330 pieces, according to Bricklink, because I don't have the box image with piece count on it, and it cost $100. What an amazing deal. 20 droid minifigures. It's just amazing. You got 18 regular battle droids, 16 regular battle droids, 2 battle droid pilots with blue torsos, and 2 battle droid security guards with red torsos, and the straight arm, of course. And the straight arm was relatively new at the time, so it was really awesome to get so many in one set. And then it had a brand new design for a droideka, or destroyer droid, however you want to call it. Just a really awesome set. I love all the features of it. You can have the droid rack pull out. It had like an extra droid carrier included that could pop out of the back of the set. You could have the security droids pop out the side. You could open up the side panel of the MTT to view the droids on the inside. And then in the top, it had a pilot's area with a little control panel, I think, and just a lot of amazing features. I mean, this is easily the best MTT ever. The 2014 one just doesn't hang with it. It was a lot smaller, and so was the version from the early 2000s. It was also a lot smaller, a lot of a blockier and worse design. But for $100, 1,300 pieces, just an amazing design, best MTT ever. Hands down the best set from episode 1 in my opinion. If you guys have anything you want to say about that, let me know down in the comments below. If you did enjoy the video, please make sure you like it and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of my future LEGO videos. I make a lot of awesome content. You can check out more of my videos on my channel, as well as top 10s, drop tests, reviews, etc. And with that being said, guys, I hope you did enjoy the video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.